The end of the academic year brings a wave of celebration as pupils look forward to the summer break. But behind the scenes, it marks a season of intense professional turnover, with educators quietly packing up their classrooms to move on. A change in leadership, whether a head teacher leaving or a restructuring of management, rewrites the daily atmosphere, decision-making processes, and professional expectations across an entire campus. Friction often emerges right at the start. Incoming leaders frequently attempt to impose their vision immediately. They introduce new policies quickly, disrupting deep-seated routines before taking the time to understand the history of the institution. Established staff rely on those routines. When sudden shifts threaten their stability or ignore their past hard work, they naturally push back. New management frequently misinterprets the fear of the unknown as outright defiance. Ultimately, rushing a leadership transition destroys the secure, predictable learning environment that pupils rely on to succeed. To prevent this early friction, the governing board and remaining senior managers step in to act as a bridge of continuity. They hold on to institutional memory and shield the incoming leader from immediate burnout during the handover. This timeline charts the mindful timetable. The first term is locked as an observation-only zone. Major decisions are paused. Zooming in, leaders spend these months learning the ecosystem. They map traditions and relationships, actively observing the landscape without altering any existing frameworks. While leadership observes, established classroom teachers take on a specific role, focusing entirely on keeping daily routines steady for their pupils. This creates a strict boundary between organizational levels. Any high-level administrative turbulence is contained at the top, ensuring it never negatively disrupts the micro-level classroom experience of the students. Committing to this deliberate pause prevents the overwhelmed anxiety that typically causes staff burnout and early turnover. Observation is useless if it relies on superficial tick-box consultations. Gathering genuine insights requires specific, evidence-based communication methods that respect the staff's time. This flow system shows the mechanisms for genuine listening. Surveys, focus groups, and open-door sessions funnel into a central pool, ensuring staff feel safe speaking honestly. To build trust, the flow reverses, sending a consolidated summary of what was heard back to all staff. Beyond the school gates, leaders apply the same clarity to parents and carers, providing regular updates to reassure the community that the school's core values remain fully intact. Deploying these authentic assessment methods removes the fear of the unknown, transforming initial staff resistance into a constructive, guiding voice for the incoming management. Once the observation phase concludes, the new leadership team finally transitions into the active implementation of their strategies. This strategic capacity meter tracks how changes are applied. Instead of overhauling everything, highest priority nodes activate one by one, targeting only urgent areas first. This prioritization protects staff bandwidth, keeping system loads safe so teachers can absorb new systems without sacrificing instruction quality. As changes roll out, leadership must explicitly connect the dots for the staff. They must show exactly how earlier feedback directly influenced the new decisions, or explain why certain paths were abandoned. The transition also opens up avenues for professional renewal. Leaders look for the ambitions of existing staff and create clear, targeted pathways for their development. When leaders clearly communicate the school's future direction and show each individual exactly how they fit into that plan, staff gain a powerful sense of ownership over the resulting culture. Pacing a cultural shift with structural patience and empathy turns the anxiety of change into shared purpose. It builds loyalty, and most importantly, it ensures the best educators remain exactly where they belong, in the classroom.